Welcome back to episode 31 of 4D, Dev's Daily Dose of Dota. Today, we're doing a clinic. VG.fy is on his support Lion. He's also supporting Black in this game. I mean, they're on the same team. But he's playing the Juggernaut. This could have been a daily about that, but I prefer to go to the supports, especially the Chinese supports, traveling in pairs, Fenrir and FY. Really do some dynamic play. And at the end of the day, they just land their skill shots. We're going to hop back into the game. And when we left off, we were right in the middle of a smoke gank. You can see it up on screen. You can also see the money for Lion. He would love to have a blink dagger. And you're forewarned, we're going to re-rack this clip. But I want to take a look at it on the minimap. We're going to switch to a certain perspective of an IO ready to support his Tiny. The avalanche comes out, the ultimates are expelled, and you really thought you were going to tether and teleport away. You were porting mid. So what ends up happening is you both die. What happened?
Under attack.
Seriously, what happened? You've seen this segment on IO Tiny, you know it's a good combo. How could he have possibly missed
Dire's middle
the
tower
relocate?
is under attack.
We see him use it, we see him target it on the minimap. It's going, but it doesn't get off. Re-racking it
Dire's
again.
middle tower is under attack.
We're going to do this 2 more times, just to show how close this was. You see it's almost so close. What happened ultimately? Well, let's go to the player perspective
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
of FY. He's going to Earth Spike. You would hope he would. You would hope it would be perfect. You would hope that it would, at some point, hit a moving object much like a baseball coming across here. As soon as he's unstunned, he's trying to move away. He targets the Earth Spike. Home run. What a great shot from FY. As we mentioned earlier, Earth Spike, it only gets better the further you go into the game. So, why not practice it? It also travels at, I think, 1150 movement
Dire's
speed.
middle tower is under attack.
Great job. The reward for that fight, 400 for
Radiant's
both of our
bottom tower
supports,
is under
100.
attack.
And we also saw a kill on Nick's assassin by the Juggernaut. He's really just going ham with Omnislash. Ravage being expended too.
Dire's
But
middle
FY,
tower is under attack.
he's just happy that he'll now be able to have his blink dagger.
Dire's middle tower
Suck
is
up some
under
mana.
attack.
And at the 20-minute mark, he picks up the blink dagger and immediately ports mid. He can now get those beautiful initiations coming out. Making sure to top off his mana. With double disables added to a blink dagger, he can really get in and start to win fights, much the way you could jump in and get a 2 or 3 man Ravage. If he's able to get a 2 or 3 man Earth Spike into Hex, well, this 21-9 lead that VG already has, looking at the graph, is just going to blow wide open. And you can see they're definitely starting to pull ahead of the supports for HGT by net worth, about 2,000 or so, which at this point is the cost of a blink dagger. So with the new item on deck, you see it's a smoke coming out from the courier, which we can speed up. Black has picked up his Manta. And there's a fight happening. FY is pushing forward.
Is here.
They're at least able to de-ward. And HGT might have sensed that they couldn't take a fight there. Sure, Ravage might have still been on cooldown, but they've lost every fight so far. Tiny just doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter for this inscribed Crystal Druid. So he's going to want to be farming. And instead that will result in the first Rosh of the game being taken.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And FY setting back into the jungle, back into lane, to get a little more XP. Next on deck would be thinking about in one more level, he can upgrade to rank 2, which will be 725 damage. Very substantial. 725 would be about
Dire's bottom tower is
60%
under attack.
of Io's health.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So Fenrir and FY sit out with the
middle
smoke.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They're able to close in the Blink Initiation, the Hex, and the Earth Spike
Dire's
will have to be
bottom
saved.
tower is under attack.
But Jal is now here, and he ravages on 2, quickly killing the IO. And they're attempting to disengage. But FY is ready. He's much higher HP. 720. Slark not able to kill him in one fell swoop. And he lives for another day. Not picking up any of the money, but
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
a very
Dire's
key save.
structures are fortified.
And he elicited the global silence on the heels of a great Blink Initiation. Earth Spike into Hex.
Dire's bottom tower
HGT are having to port back to their tier 3s to defend Black. You've seen him a couple times. He's been jumping around. He's been Omnislashing. We actually have a trio of VG heroes tied for top in net worth, including Black and Jal on the Tidehunter. He's having a great game. He's going to start to work on that Shiva's. And we see the 2 supports staying in back, while a 24-minute tier 3 push begins. It's the first of the game. There's a substantial lead for VG. FY comes in and just punches someone in the face with the finger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
700 damage. ZSMJ, he's just not quite geared enough. He had to go BKB very early on for Slark.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And another Blink Initiation from Lion.
Dire's middle barracks
Several are
under
dying.
attack.
I do in her name.
And if we just go to FY's perspective, it's still nice and calm.
Dire's middle
He's standing his
barracks
ground.
has fallen.
Staying towards the back, mana draining when he can. And he rotates away, retreating together as a group, but still looking for opportunity. Putting down a ward. That was a clear win for our heroes of VG. 300 gold going his way, using Finger once again. Why not just ensure those kills? You're going to get a little XP. You're still a bit underleveled. All your abilities are very good as Lion, so you would like to get to that point where you're level 16. I like the aggressive use of the Finger. And the essence shifts are starting to wear off. We see Black running back to base. His Aegis will expire soon. But he's tops on net worth. Lion choosing to pick up the point booster. I'm not sure it'll get to the point where there's an Aghanim Scepter, but why not? You're getting some kills already. It does reduce the cooldown and make it an AoE as well, which I do like. If HGT are caught out of position in a
Dire's
Ravage,
middle barracks are under attack.
that could just be easy setup for 1,000 extra damage. And it'll be instant damage. Some Might argue it's even better than a Skywrath Mage Ultimate these days. Sure, that thing does 1400 in an AoE, but it's up to 2.4 seconds for the duration. And if you can't move out of something in 2.4 seconds, you're probably stunned. So at the 27-minute mark, they are beating down the door. But you see a wonderful, spread out formation for VG. Or should we call them Victory G? No, we shouldn't. Let's just stick with the Latin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We missed a great job from FY. If you like people getting blown up, just watch what happens to Silencer again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Didn't even have to. The Ravage probably would have killed him, but, you know, why not? The final fight is occurring. 3 dead. Black getting a double kill. Omnislash doing work. ZSMJ is jumping in. He's even spending one of his last BKBs. But he can't get anything done. The Silencer ultimate not really doing a lot. It will temporarily force VG back, but all the abilities are just cooling down for our heroes. They can quickly turn. Tiny, he's alone. You have magic immunity from Blade Fury. And you have the long-range sieging capability of Ember Spear. And at the 28-minute mark, HGT will tap out. They'll GG. So that's all we can take. And that's the end of the game. That's going to be all for this episode of Def's Daily Dose of Dota 4D. Today, we looked at Lion, and I hope we saw that Earth Spike is very important. Very important. But, just smoking. If you don't know what to do, buy a smoke. It's what the Chinese do. And if you can get a support brother to come with you, you can do great things. Honorable mention to Black in this episode. Great job pressing Omnislash, buddy. Sometimes that's what you do as position 1. We saw some good phase boots usage and team fight in general, but I think we can definitely conclude the clinic in this episode of 4D was put on by VG.fy and his support lion. Until next time, from all of us here at Deficit Broadcasting, where you can find me on Twitter, Def Broadcasting, DEF Broadcasting, or YouTube, Def Broadcasting, DEF Broadcasting, helping you raise your score.